Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Link to the Past! Yay! That was a really weird intro. I am Chunky Slip. Since the last video I decided to change my name. If I did say the original name, it no longer applies. My name is Chunky Slip now because that name is fucking awesome. I just lit a Hydra on fire. And the original name was going to be Gertie Games, but to be honest, I don't think I'd ever be able to get past the fact that I had games in the name of my, like, title thing, which I just don't like that very much. Like, it has always bothered me, when other people do it. Oh, you don't even have to kill these guys. That's how convenient. Now, there's a way of, picking up these pots and killing enemies, so that only, like, two of these skeletons spawn. I'm really not sure how to do it. Oh, baby, I'm about to die. That's gonna get really annoying. There we go. That's better. So yeah, these guys will telegraph their movements, and if you attack them when you're too far away, they'll jump out of the way of your sword. I find them to be some of the most annoying enemies in the game. I think that's the map. It's either the map or the compass. Either way, I don't really need it, because this dungeon is incredibly short. I would be surprised if it took 10 minutes. Very surprised, actually, because a lot of the dungeons in this game are like 3 or 4 minute dungeons. I'm looking at you, Palace 4. I think no, is it Palace 4 that I'm thinking of? I don't know. It's the one in the town. That one's incredibly short. This one is as well. But yeah, shoutouts to Melinda Cook, 117/Professor Melinda, who thought of the name Chunky Slip. I'd also like to give out shoutouts to Wiki the Fish for coming up with the other name, which was Gertie Games. Again, like, I do like the name, because Gertie is actually a nickname that Melinda gave me, and it's a nickname that comes from an old Let's Play of Pokemon Emerald, which is, I believe, the worst Let's Play I've ever done. But yeah, I do like it. It's very nice. Oh, way to throw the pot right over that guy's head. I would rather actually use the pot on that guy, because he's more annoying. This guy just takes a lot of hits. Yeah, see, this fucker, you have to get so goddamn close to him. It's ridiculous. Or, like, get him in the corner. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to kill those guys. I could potentially die here. Very, very potentially. There's a lot of potential for suckitude. Drop a heart, please. Holy crap, you take so many hits with this sword. It's ridiculous. Thank you! Oh, I just got a Facebook message. You're gonna notice a trend of, like, all the time when I'm recording, people message me, and I will always point it out. Also, apparently, Ethmar just went live. That's cool. If you don't watch Ethmar, he's a good Sonic Adventure 2 player. That's basically all he plays. I am going to die. This is very, very bad. Very, very bad. But yeah, the point of going back into that room was to get the big key, which is necessary for completing the dungeon, unless you are, like, glitching the ever-living crap out of the game. There are fairies if you go down. I'm going to get them, because I need them really badly. Oh, nope. So much nope. Oh my goodness, that was really, really close to dying. Thank you! I'm gonna pick up the other one because I'm a douchebag, and I like destroying fairy lives, because fairy lives don't matter to me. Definitely don't. We still got a little bit more of this dungeon. It's not too much longer. Do you have to kill these? I don't even know, to be honest. Let's get out the arrows, because why the hell not? I think when you kill... Okay. Yeah, it's just an enemy. I thought if you killed all the enemies... I love that guy's walking around with an arrow sticking out of his forehead, just like, yeah, whatever. It's just a Monday. Got an arrow sticking out of my forehead, like, no big deal. Like, walk into the club like, what up, I got a big cock. You know that stupid song that everybody was super into, like, 2 years ago? That was, like, the graduation song that we had. Like, we had, in my graduation from university, we had, like, music videos for every class. And first of all, I wasn't even in mine. They chose, like, 4 out of 200 students and made the entire video with just those 4 students, and almost everyone was pissed. God, that's so satisfying to do, no matter who you are. Please, awaken. I can never get those guys properly without getting hit. Like, I don't know, I just suck. But yeah, it kind of pissed me off, because it was just 4 people out of our entire graduating class that were in the video, and, like they played the stupid, like, thrift shop song in our graduation video, which was super popular at the time, and thus everyone was sick of it. Let's just sit in the corner and spam arrows like a sniff it spammer, feeble, feeble, feeble. By the way, if you haven't figured this out at this point, I quote a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun. Wow, that was really, really easy. Hey, I slashed the gem and now it's broken. We don't get to beat the game, guys. We were totally screwed. So you know what sucks is, last video I was like, this is great commentary, and now I'm like, this sucks. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to... 2 pendants remain. I don't know if there's an official pronunciation for that guy's name. First of all, I find it ironic when people say pronunciation instead of pronunciation. And second, I call him Sahasrara, or Spaghettiface, or something stupid like that. You know what? I'm gonna call him Spaghettiface, because that's close enough. They both start with an S. You are correct, young man. I am Spaghettiface, the village elder and the descendant of 7 wise men. What? Girdle? I'm surprised a young man like you is looking for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that sword. According to the tales handed by the Hylia, only the hero who has destroyed 3 great evils and won 3 pendants can wield the sword. I see you have acquired the Pendant of Courage. I will tell you the legend about it. 3 or 4 generations ago, a couple generations ago, I don't know, close enough. An order of knights protected the royalty of Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the great war against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Gertie, I believe you. You should get going. I am breaking my monitor right now, actually. That is not good. Pendants, and carry this with you. There's a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Yeah, I have an Asus monitor that I'm using right now, and I just pulled the A off of it, which is kind of dumb. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of bothers me, because now it's not symmetrical. I might actually legitimately just pull the rest out of it off. Door, please. We just got the best item in the game. The boots, the dash boots. There's 100 rupees back here and some bombs. I don't know how I knew that off the top of my head, which is kind of weird. I also don't know why I went right, left, middle. Maybe my symmetry is like, my symmetry cancer is appearing. So if you're speedrunning this game, this is the point in the game in which it actually becomes a speedrun instead of like just moving slightly more quickly. Basically, you want to like dash and then push like left or push perpendicular to the direction that you're traveling a couple frames before you hit an object or a wall or something like that. You can dash along these sides here and it won't like stop your momentum. But basically at this point we have quite a bit of free reign. There's quite a bit you can do. I'm gonna pull up the map here real quick. So a good way of thinking of this, and I also learned this from Mr. Nintendo Capri Sun, among many things, is you can think of this game in terms of a 3x3 grid, and I'll sort of like grid off in post what I'm talking about. So and sort of think of the numbers that I'm talking about as in like numbers on a telephone. 1 is the forest, 2 is Death Mountain, 3 is Lake Hylia, 4 is Kakariko Village, 5 is the castle / your house, 6 is the Eastern Palace, 7 is the desert, 8 is the swamp sort of area, and 9 is Lake Hylia. 3 is actually the waterfall, not Lake Hylia. I'm stupid. I don't know why I said Lake Hylia. But yeah, that's a good way of thinking of it. It's a good way to not get lost, basically. But if you can think of it as a 3x3 grid, you're gonna have a hard time getting lost after that. It's pretty simple to find your way around. It's really, really not too bad. I think you can get to the town via this way, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. There's like a bunch of ways that we can't really get to the town from yet, which is kind of dumb, and I think actually this is one of those ways that okay, thanks for not letting me dodge. Would like dash. Run! So much lag, holy crap. If anybody's wondering, I'm playing this on a Retron 5, not on console or anything like that. That's why it looks clean. Because it's basically an emulator, but not actually. I'm playing it off of a cartridge, and it takes the ROM, reads it off the cartridge, and then re-emulates it, which is kind of a thing. I don't know. But here we are in Kakariko Village. There's a lot of heart pieces that we can get in this village. I'm going to get a couple of them. A couple of hundred of them, yes! Couple of hundred of them. That is one of my favorite JonTron memes, and it's just because it's just so blissfully stupid. And it's like, why? Like, oh my goodness. Okay, you actually have to bomb this out. I love how, like, you don't even need a bomb bag in this game. I have screwed this up. I'm pretty certain. Let's do this. Or maybe not. Have I even screwed myself out of one of these? I haven't. I got all 4. How did I do that on the first try? I'm really bad at those puzzles, actually. But yeah, I didn't really care. That's just money. What we actually want is back here, because that's the only important thing, is more money and a piece of heart. My goal is to have 6 pieces of heart before going to the next dungeon. May or may not actually happen, because I'm a dumb fuck and I can't actually remember half of these things. But yeah, there's this awkward jump that you can make over here. Actually, no, it's not even awkward. I'm thinking of A Link Between Worlds, where basically there's a rock there, so you can't jump into this thing. Yay, more bombs. Fantastic, bud. But I'm thinking of A Link Between Worlds where there's a rock there, and you can jump diagonally if you pick up a cucko, instead of waiting to get the gloves in the next palace. I don't really know whether to call them palaces or dungeons. I'm probably going to stick with palace at this point, because I don't think the dungeon thing started becoming a thing. Well, I think it was a thing in Zelda 1, but it wasn't a thing again until Ocarina of Time, which I think actually, in terms of when they made Zelda games, was the next Zelda game that they made. It might have been Link's Awakening, but I'm really not sure. Oh, that dude just ran away. That's a thing. So yeah, there's still quite a bit of stuff to do in this village. If you come in the back of this house here that says TMNT on the front of it, I always thought that for some reason. I don't really understand why. If you come over here, you get a secret treasure! Yay! There are 4 magic bottles in this game, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. This is gonna be 100% run, by the way. I don't think I mentioned anything up until this point. 100% of this game really isn't too bad. There's only really one mini game that's a pain in the ass, and that's just because it's so random. Actually, there's a couple. There's like a chest game and there's a digging game, and they both kind of suck, which is too bad. Hello, sir. Have you been going through life without any of my whole thing bottles? I can't read today. Just buy one for 100 rupees. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Just singing along with the music is always fun. You know what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna do something a little bit out of the way, really for not a lot of reason. I'm gonna come up here into the forest, and I'll just cut when I meet you back. And meet you back at the village after this, but there is a very easy heart piece we can get right now, which I do want to grab. You fucker, get out of here. Nobody likes you. If I can remember where it actually is, that would be nice. I think it's like over to the right or something like that. There's a 3x3 grid of grass, basically, but this is where you pick up the Master Sword later in the game. I thought I was gonna bonk those bushes. If you bonk them right, if you hit them right in the middle, you bonk. Mushroom smells like sweet but rotten fruit. Yeah, gross. I'm gonna do something with that pretty soon too. Oh, it's over here. That's where it is. I had actually completely forgotten about that. But in the middle, there's a little hole. Who doesn't love little holes? Yeah. I never really finished talking about my story with this game, actually. I'll talk about that on the way back. So, with this game, basically, like, I never really played it as a kid, but we did own it. Thanks, dude. You are a douchebag. We did own it, and, it's like, I got to play it a couple times, but not really that much, because it was deemed too difficult for me, because I was really, really young when we got rid of it. I was like 6 when we got rid of it, and like 3 when we got the game. This game is older than I am, so, but the Wanted Man, soldiers come! Oh yeah, that'll happen if you, talk to certain villagers, which is kind of dumb. And basically, I didn't even get past the first dungeon because I was so bad at the game, and my dad was too frustrated with, like, watching me suck to let me play it anymore, so it's, yeah, I don't know, it was a thing. And anyways, when we got the game for Wii Virtual Console again, I was like, I think it was 13 when it came back out, and we never really got that far. We didn't even get up to Death Mountain, actually, so we beat the next dungeon, but we didn't do really anything past that. And then a couple years later, we played the game again, and like, it wasn't too bad. We got a little bit further. I think we got up. I think we beat Helmasaur and then stopped playing the game because it was too hard or something like that. Ready, set, go. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just. I don't even know what the fastest route through this thing is. But 15 seconds is incredibly easy to beat. That, for some reason, is a ledge. 10 seconds! I think you can do it in 7, but I'm not sure. Maybe 6, which is a thing. But anyways, yeah. When I was, like, I want to say 20, I picked up this game again, online. Not online. It was on, like, an equivalent to Craigslist. If you're Canadian, you'll know it. It's called Kijiji. But I picked up this game, and I've played it, and I've never actually beaten it. I got to the final boss, and my cat pulled on the cord for my Super Nintendo, and, like, glitched the hell out of my game, because my console was, like, half unplugged, and it was unplugged for, like, a frame, and, like, it still had enough power to, like, continue going, but it didn't have enough power to, like, keep my save, so it kind of, like, just did some weird graphical glitching and crashed the game, which is kind of dumb. You know what? I think this is a terrible place to end the video, but I'm going to end it right here. Next time we're going to go to the second palace. Hopefully this playthrough I'll beat the game, which would be nice. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.